Don't let this internet shit get you fooled. You caught breaking the rules. You get treated just like what's name. No, we don't mention dude. Don't let the fact that I'm a rapper make you come up out your shoes.
This is a new podcast interview. We're interviewing my man. You want to introduce yourself?
Richie Rich from the Pole.
Richie Rich from the Pole. And where you say you from, Richie Rich from the Pole?
North side of Chicago.
North side tapping in.
Rogers Park.
Everybody tap in. Rogers Park, North side.
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Yeah. How many years you lived in the city?
I've been here my whole life. I lived up north till I was like 25, like Rogers Park, Edgewater area. Really mainly Rogers Park, but Edgewater's like neighborhood type shit.
Neighborhood near you.
You feel me? But now I'm like over in the west side area. That's just because it got hot. It gets too hot up north sometimes. People think that up north it don't get hot, but it gets hot, folks.
Yes, sir. What you call it? The North Pole? What you call it?
It get cold on the pole, folks.
Yes, sir. So, what? How long would you say you was doing the rap thing before you started getting a little buzz to your name?
It's what, 2024? I've been making music since like 2017. Like I always knew I liked poetry since I was little, and then it just kind of turned more into saying poetry to beats or to like knocking on shit. You feel me? And then I had a mentor. Shout out Big Mike. Growing up, he was like basketball coach, but he rapped too, and he was big influence on that. Like he had us, and he was like a summer camp counselor, basketball coach, big brother, mentor, did all of that shit. Like would have motherfuckers outside after camp, working on basketball shit, working on music shit, life shit, and he just kind of molded that into later on in my life. You feel me? I went to school, I went to college, I had a daughter, and then like I was like, all right, what do I love to do that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life? Because you know, you could love doing shit, but can you see yourself doing what you love for the rest of your life as a career, as a source of income to take care of your people? And it just kind of gravitated, and then like 2019, I had dropped a song called 2019, 2020. It was like, what was that ice cream? What was that song, bro? It was like a remix, bro. Yeah, coffee shop remix. Shout out DCG and them. They dropped that shit, and I was like, well, I got to get on this too. Dropped that, and then I started to get a little bit of traction. My folks like, oh, who this Rich from the Pole dude? Who is he? Who this, that, and the third? I'm all right. So now it's like 4 or 5 years seriously, like music going.
So shout out your mentor for keeping you on the right track.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Shout out Big Mike. A lot of
people have somebody like Big Mike out here steering them in the right direction because they out here doing the bad things and doing the other things. They ain't really looking into their passion. Like you said, it's something you love. It ain't a job that you working.
It helps keep you as a young mind that's growing, someone that is of the same background as you feel me, was raised by women, their father wasn't there, like, just everything was similar, so it's like, damn, fool, like, what I want to do with how you doing, bro? I'm trying to be like that, you feel me?
So who was that person that you said, I want to be like that, I want to do what you doing? Who was that?
That was Big Mike.
That was Big Mike?
Yeah, he, all around everything, from the basketball, he had kids, he took care of his kids, you feel me?
Big inspiration.
He just, all around, like, to the point where I didn't realize how big of an influence he was until 25 years old type shit, where I'm looking back and I'm people telling these stories and I'm like, all right, he was there for the basketball story, he was there for the rapping story. When I figured out I wanted to kind of take that avenue, he was there when niggas didn't understand nothing, trying to teach, like, all right, don't do this, you feel me, stay in school, educate yourself, shit like that. It's just, every little nigga growing up needs something like that, and especially if they don't have a father figure, which I didn't, unfortunately. You feel me?
That's my next question. I was about to tap into growing up without a father, because I'm same thing here, bro. How is that like with you, and moving forward with the rap career, and you know what I mean, having to do this stuff and having the support of your mother, and maybe not having the other support. What was that like, support wise?
Shit. As a young boy turning into a man, you look for that. You look for that man to be like, steer you in the right direction and make sure you know how to be a man, how to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your loved ones, take care of your business so that they in a better position. Whatever you leave in your legacy has to be, make sure those people is in a better position than when you brought into this world. So my daughter, my mom, my little sister, by the time I'm done doing whatever I'm doing, they gotta be set. And that shit wasn't I had to figure that shit out myself. You feel me? Where young men is taught how to do that, I didn't have that. So it's like my mom was trying to teach me how to be a man, but it's like you can only do so much as a female trying to teach a 17, 18-year-old boy,
For sure.
all right, this how you be a man. This how you take care of your shit. This how you stand on your business. This how you make sure that your home, your heart, and your health is protected. Stuff like that. It just...
Do you think that that your mom still gave you that hard hand that, like they say, a father figure would give you? And shout out your mom too, cause she did a
most
amazing
definitely
job,
shout out moms. She was real big on the not hitting us. So I would I would get punished a lot. I wouldn't get hit for real. And I say it now to the day, like, man, I wish my OG would have just hit me, bro. But that kind of built me. You feel me? The love that she showed, the fact that she would get mad and not hit me. Like, I'm not gonna hit my children. Like, I'm not even a violent person like that because of the love she showed me. When you raise with love, like you can raise them with the what do they call it? Tough love. You feel me? But there has to be a balance of the tough and the love. You feel me? A lot of people think just hitting their kids, all right, they know I love them. Like, she will punish me, do all of that, and that just showed me that there's different ways to de-escalate situations. You don't have to get violent. You don't have to get physical. You don't have to get mad. There's always a way to solve something where you don't have to harm somebody in the process of doing that shit. And that's how she raised me. That's how she taught me. That's how I walk around every day. Like, just, I don't need to hurt somebody. I could. I don't have to, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing that she raised me on, and that's what stuck with me. And yeah, I didn't have the tough, like the iron fist of the dad. You feel me? But I couldn't see myself being no other way. If that iron fist would have came, I probably would have not showed as much light to the love part that I wanted to, that I can. I'm an emotional motherfucker, bro, and that comes from that shit.
Love, bro.
Exactly.
Everybody needs love. So fast forward to 2020, Rich. What are you doing 2020? You say you did a song, it blew up a little bit, it was getting a little buzz. What you doing right after that?
Right after
you see that buzz, you wake up, you wait in the morning, oh man, I got some likes, I got some views. What you doing?
In the studio, trying to figure out the next time I can get back in the studio. You feel me? Like, it's kind of like a drug for real. It's that pride and that boost and shit. You feel me? Just feeling that support, and I'm like, all right, the shit that I'm putting my all and my effort into is showing results. People is fucking with it. This shit is organic. This shit is me putting my everything into this music, and that, all right, so now I got to keep going. Because consistency is the whole name of the game with this music shit. You could drop one thing and go viral, and then if you don't drop within the next 6 months, motherfuckers ain't going. By the time you drop again, them people that locked into you when they found your shit, 9 times out of 10, they not listening to that song no more for a month after that.
Short expensive tag. You know
exactly,
what I mean?
And it's already a short little thing with the music. You got about 15 to 20 seconds to capture their attention before they click off of it or don't want to listen to it, or you feel me, put it on the back burner and don't give it a second thought to be like, oh, he's spitting some shit. You got 15 seconds, 15 to 20 to 30 seconds, like that's it. Most people give a 45-second to a music video, and then they like, oh, that was hard, I'm gonna give it a like or a dislike, and then they off to the next thing to catch their attention. So if you're not dropping consistently every week or every 2 weeks, whether it's a video, piece of content, a song just on streaming platforms, a song on just your YouTube, a song just on Instagram, just so they can see you still doing shit, then you're going to lose that traction. So that was just the main thing. After that first video, I got to keep the ball rolling. All right, I'm in the studio. Boom. Now I'm up 10, 15 songs. All right, I got to shoot again. Until the point 2022 came around, it's like I don't want to drop a video unless I got 3 in the vault. Like, I that way I'm prepared. Like right now, I just dropped 2 songs in the last 2 months, but it's like I still got 2 more songs, 2 videos to drop. I'm in the process of getting ready to shoot this next one, so by the time I dropped this third one. Now I got 2, 3. Now I'm back at 2. I'm back at 3. I like to keep it in between there, that consistency. And I learned that from the 2020 run I had. Just people catching on like, who is this? Who is this? Figuring out who I wanted to shoot with. That was the whole experimental process of that shit too. Like figuring out different videographers to work with, because they all talented that I work with. But who is going to show my video and my song the same amount of love that I showed it as I made it?
Exactly. What would you say? What it's like working with videographers, other artists, other producers? What's that been like? And then what's the positive and negatives to that?
I've had some ups and downs so far on my low run. The best part about it is the connections. So just meeting new people, seeing how people move, but you also learn from that. So now I know the people I'm not trying to be around, and I know how this person and that person moves. So I'm not going to be doing that with them and stuff like that. But I've jumped around from video mans, and I got love for all of them though. I started off with,
as an artist, you kind of have to do that, right?
yeah. You gotta find who you comfortable with, and it doesn't mean that I wasn't comfortable with the other video mans I worked with. It was just I was more comfortable with the ones I'm working with now. Feel me? They showed whether it was a little more attention to detail, a little more attention to timeliness. You feel me? Shit like that, punctuation, like getting the videos back to me on time, putting it up. Do I want it to go on my page or your page? Like just that willingness to be open and work with me and shit.
Pages.
Exactly, like that shit. You just the willingness to be able to be open with me and work with me and shit. Like that's the biggest thing that kept me with the people I was. Shout out Billy. That was the first video man I ever shot with. Billy Carg, you feel me? He was known for shooting Ruger's videos. He shot a lot of FBG Duck videos before he passed away. He put me on the map for real when I was making shitty quality music. Because his video shit was so raw and so up there, he elevated me to be able to have the little bit of fan base that I have now. And then
it's all a process to work together.
You got to be willing to build with people. If you're not willing to build with people, relationships are 2 ways. And if it's a one-way street, it's not going to work. Somebody's going to get burnt out because it's not reciprocated, the relationship. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then A309 Visions, he's known for shooting Young Pappy's videos. Shout out Baron. He helped me. He shot the coffee shop video in the hood, where Emerson Park, across the street from where I grew up. Like, it just, everyone's had they differences. Everyone's had they different styles that I've worked with. A1 Visuals, bro. Shout out A1. That was my boy. Right now I'm working with Sergio and my boy Alex. He AR Visuals and shit. And my boy G Money, he's shooting the stuff for me now. But it was all about finding these relationships. They don't not fuck with me because I don't consistently shoot with them no more. They still liking the videos I'm dropping, rooting for me to win, so I'm still rooting for them to win. That's the biggest part of making these connections, making genuine connections with people that still want to see you win, even though, you feel me, time and space happens to people. You can't be in someone's face forever. You feel me? You're all moving around. You're doing your own thing. You're growing individually.
Grow big. You know what I mean? No one's gonna grow bigger outside that circle. Everybody got to grow big. You know.
Exactly.
To grow big, you got to expand and keep networking and doing these things, because without that, nobody's gonna get nowhere. And it feels like with the city, it's a lot of like love and hate. You know.
Oh, love and hate everywhere, which is why you gotta be careful with the people you work with. Which I was about to get to that with the artists too. Like, I've worked with a decent amount of artists in the city. Some of them have a name, some of them don't have a name. But that makes you realize the type of people you want around you, seeing how they work. Like, if I invite you to a studio session, are you on time? Or did you come late? Were you prepared when you came here? Did you waste my money on this session? You feel me? Like, shit like that, where if we did make a song or you sent me something I recorded on it, did you ever drop it? Did I ever drop it? Did we have a connection to the point where we gonna drop this song? And
why do you think there's so much unreleased music now? And there's so much heat?
Preparation. Well, at least for me, just having the right plan, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Like, that's why the vote that I have is so deep right now, because Yeah, I liked the songs that I had in the vault, and I liked it on when I made them. But I'm growing as a person, and if that music don't fit into my life a month or 2 months later, I can't release that because it don't relate to me no more. That's not Rich no more. That's a whole nother nigga. That was Rich 1.0. I'm Rich 7.5 right now.
You evolving every day.
Exactly. So the vote gets deeper the more you grow and shit. That's I do have a lot of unreleased music. Some with people that I'm probably never gonna drop, and it just is what it is. I've outgrown people. People have outgrown me, and now we doing our own thing, and that's cool. I wish them nothing but the best and love.
You kind of answered my own question, bro. I was gonna say like what you said, the positive, you said the negative, you said let's just, if we ain't working out, we gonna move it. You know what I mean? We're gonna move it along. So, on to my next question. I was gonna ask you. I don't know if you're a fan of drugs. I'm not a fan of drugs like that. We not on that. But as an artist, how do you feel like drugs affect an artist? Not saying you, just in general.
Shit, I mean, it did affect me. It was me and drugs got a love-hate relationship. Right now it's just weed, but that's because I had to fight that shit. When you hear it in all the music you listen to, it makes you want to do it. It puts you, and then if you when you do it that first time and you go to the studio and you high as hell off a pill or you high as hell off some lean and you go in that booth and you start spitting and you feel like this the hottest shit you ever spit. That's you like, oh, I'm popping yerk every time I go to the stew. I'm popping that bitch every single time I go to the studio because my brain feel like it's overly creative. When in reality it's not that. It's just you're creating a creative environment by these drugs, which is why a lot of people do it. It creates a creative environment. When everybody is high around you, somebody gonna say some smart, intelligent ass shit or drop a gem or something like that. Not that they don't do it on a regular basis, but you more prone to dropping a gem here and there when you high as hell saying whatever the fuck come to your brain than you are when you thinking about the shit that come out your mouth sober. You know what I'm saying? So it elevates the recording experience. But once you realize niggas that can go in the studio without drugs and make good music, oh, them the motherfuckers you gotta watch out for. Them the dangerous motherfuckers. You feel me? Weed ain't a drug, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, let's get that clear right.
That shit is not a drug. I don't care what they say, narcotic, whatever. That shit, THC, marijuana, the shit we smoking right now.
It's
that
legal
shit,
in our state too, by the way, for all the viewers that watch it.
Recreationally legal. Fuck you talking about?
We went down to the local dispensary, but
Oh, I don't even go to dispensaries. They be taxing, bro. That tax is not right, bro.
That's a whole nother,
you do? Oh yeah.
That's a whole nother topic in itself. But
we go to dispensaries. You hear me?
Local ones.
Yeah, you know the local dispensaries.
Hey man, look, bro, you can grow 5 plants in your crib. G, I ain't trying to hear nothing. It's all cool. You can get no better for everybody today growing in the crib. It is what it is, man.
So would you say doing drugs you said you like the positive effect they gave you sometimes, but what would you say like as a negative effect on it?
The outside the studio, you feel great when you in here high. You make good music and shit, but when you leave this motherfucker, you gotta go back to whatever the fuck you gotta go back to, and then you can't handle that shit because you coming down. Now you angry. Now you depressed. Now you anxious about everything. You feel me? And then motherfuckers be in unstable ass environments already in the hood. So now you coming down from the high, leaving the studio, and going back into a environment that is dangerous. It's niggas looking for you. You looking for niggas. So you coming down, you all types of fucked up, thinking shit going on. There's nothing going on around you. People is living their lives. Shit might not even be going on. Or the flip side, it is some shit going on and you not aware of that shit, and then you get hit with some shit you wasn't aware of because you coming down now, which is why motherfuckers stay high. You feel me? And then now you abusing these drugs. You not just using that shit in the studio. You gotta pop that shit outside so that you aware of your surroundings outside of the studio as well. Because if you coming down outside the studio, you more likely to get caught by somebody you not trying to get caught by. rather than just popping a pill. Now you high again and you feeling good. You own everything. Ain't nothing happening to me. You speaking that shit into existence. Ain't nothing happening to me, and then it don't happen.
The wrong type of thing.
It's the way wrong type of thinking. And then if you can't support that shit, now you going crazy because you can't support this drug habit that you done developed and you feel like you need. And I'm a victim of it. You feel me? I'm a product of that shit. But it's the realization.
I see you, bro, that you've been getting a little better. You can tell with your work, with your music consistency. So, you know, I hope that you do beat it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you.
And we're gonna move past that. You know, we're gonna stay positive. So saying that, I got a question for you, man. Is you pushing peace or you pushing peace?
I'm pushing peace. Like, I don't got nothing against nobody. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to get hurt. But at the same time, I do understand how this shit works. And I understand that, like, you can't push peace if you hurt because somebody of yours has died, folks. And that's what a lot of these people not understanding. Like, there's wars going on. People is dying behind this shit. You can push as much peace as you want, but you got to go back out there and deal with these niggas and these people and these motherfuckers trying to kill you. So it's like, how am I pushing peace and these people trying to kill me? I gotta watch out. And if they shoot at me, I'm gonna shoot back. And if I see them, I know they gonna shoot at me, so I fuck around shoot first. Because I'm not about to die out here. And then it's just a recycled thing. Somebody catch somebody, boom, I'm not about to push no peace because they just killed my homie. So I'm on their ass now.
So it's a slide back effect.
It is, and like FYB J-Man be trying to do that shit, and he got it with this dude Tay Sav right now, and he said it best. Like, I'm pushing peace with the motherfuckers that's pushing peace.
Yeah.
If it's up with you, then it's up with you. It's nothing I can do about that. I can't control how they gonna react when they see me because I'm pushing peace now. Like, oh, all of a sudden, all the shit that I done did before pushing peace. What if they still hurt by that shit? What if they come like they run up on me with guns and I'm pushing peace now, bro. I'm not with none of that, bro. I'm come on, man. We gotta all live. No, they not trying to hear that shit. They not trying to hear none of that shit. Yeah, they own your ass the same way you was on their own yet.
This is over whooping.
Over whooping. That shit is an over whoop. And it's not to say that the pushing peace doesn't work, because as you've seen, the crime rate in Chicago this year from that shit has gone down. So it's working in a way. But it's never going to fully work because there's always going to be people hurt from this shit. You can't unhurt these people that lost their people and want revenge. You can try to tell them there's a better way to go about it, but it's whether they receptive enough to receive what you saying. If they not trying to hear that shit, they not going to hear that shit. And they going to do what the fuck they want to do. That's where that percentage of people getting killed and shit happens. Like, it's them people that can't get convinced that the hurt I'm feeling is not worth revenge. It's not worth getting back. You can't convince me that they killed my brother and I'm not finna go kill one of their brothers. Because sometimes in people's head, the drugs. You feel me? People be high as hell. And they think off instinct. They act off instinct. They be high as hell. And they feeling something happens. They feel something. They go do what they want to do. And then that's it. Some get caught. Some don't get caught.
Hey, man, those little 19, 20 seconds, man, will get you a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, instead of upping all these guns, why don't we put the guns down and start putting out these gloves, man?
Hey, man, look,
pull
bro.
Up to your ops and throw gloves on with them, man. Let's box it out.
We can bring that back.
In the day,
we can bring that back, bro. Motherfuckers. Shout out Hands TV on my mama, bringing real niggas back, bro.
I got to keep the gloves with me.
God, bro, put the guns down, bring the gloves out. You got a problem with a motherfucker? It's not. They don't need to die for that shit. Like, they don't. Like, if they unless they killing somebody of yours,
catch a couple black eyes, bro, before you catch a couple bullets.
Right. If that's where, if motherfuckers could all put that shit to the side, everything that you felt, all the hurt, and just start now from, all right, we gonna handle everything with these motherfuckers from now on. Don't nobody gotta die behind this shit. We don't gotta kill nobody. We don't gotta shoot nobody. Like, just throw them bitches, bro. You talking shit? You dissing on my dead peoples, bro? We gotta throw them bitches, bro.
Yes,
give me the ones. It is what it is.
Yes,
but you gotta convince everybody to do that. And that's the problem. That's the hard thing right now, is convincing everybody to put the guns down and you go back to being men and use your hands. You feel me? Because shooting from across the street at a nigga ain't shit. That don't make you tough. Niggas can say what they want to say about it, but it just don't. It don't make you tough. You get way more props out here walking up on a nigga and beating his ass because he talked shit or he said something to your sister or whatever, than shooting his ass. He did this. All right, motherfucker, violate his ass. We run up on you. You feel me? Whether you get jumping, bro, and that's cool, bro. You feel like running up on nigga, jumping him. All right, cool. If they run, like, at least niggas ain't dying behind the shits. That's all. Like, niggas don't gotta die behind their shits. You feel me? It's so much to it, but niggas don't have to keep dying.
Yep.
People done already died for this shit. People don't have to keep dying. We can change, but people gotta want to change.
So that being said, put the guns down, y'all.
Put the guns down.
I have another question for Richie Rich right here from the poll. What would you say? Give me a top 5 rappers, dead or alive. He had to think about it real quick. You heard that? Pins drop.
Cause it's like all time. It's a couple Chicago motherfuckers that gotta be on this all time list and shit. So that's why I had to think real quick, like who's worthy of that. I'll say.
Okay, I'll do you like this because I'm a very big supporter of. I listen to all Chicago people too, and I love all Chicago people. So we'll do a Chicago list, top 5, and then you're just top 5 dead or alive.
Okay.
Industry, whoever. Or that could be underground too. Just top 5. Let's do your top 5 Chicago first, so we can give love to the city.
Top 5 Chicago. Alright. I gotta say Pappy, man. He definitely number 1 for me. Everybody can say what they gotta say about it. We got Dirk, we got her, we got Young Pappy was that nigga, bro. He literally had Chicago in the lock. It is what it is. That's number 1. Number 2, gotta go with my man's Herb G. I gotta go with little Herbie G HERBO, man. Like number 2. I listen to more G HERBO music than a lot of motherfuckers, so I gotta say G HERBO too.
Shout out G HERBO, man. His concert we went to too that one time, man. Shout out him. Shout out Bill Crane too, man. There's some good peoples.
Good, bro. It Herb different, G. That's why it's like it's hard, but Pappy got him.
Who's your number 3?
Kanye. Gotta say, yeah, he big influence on my music growing up. Big influence on the type of music I like to listen to, or the shit that molded me into being a man type shit. People can say what they want to say about that too, but College Dropout, graduation, you feel me? It's just you can't deny that shit. That shit built a lot of motherfuckers in between the ages of 30 and maybe a little old, like 30, 32, 35 to like 25, I would say. Growing up in Chicago, bro, and he was from Chicago, like you had to go. Shout out Kanye. Shout out Ye. Even though he got what he got going on. Shout out Ye, man.
He said, go buy that Balenciagas. Hey, who's number 4, man?
Number 4. See who I listen to from Chicago.
Was that 3 or 4? I'm tweaking.
No, that was 3. We on 4. Duck. I listen to more Duck than a lot of people. I'm basing it off of like if I go get in the car. Type no, but like if I get in the car, like what I'm listening to from Chicago, you feel me? Like I'm that them motherfuckers, them 4 so far. 5.
That's some heat. Ooh, number 5.
OG Steve-O, I'm tweaking on my mama. I listen to Steve every fucking day on bro. What? I'm tweaking, on my mama. And matter of fact, he might be number 4. To be honest, he definitely over Duck. I'm tweaking. Yeah, he definitely fold.
So you got your order right there.
Yeah, you got it. Pappy, Herb, Kanye, OG Steve-O, and FBG Duck on bro. Yo, that's valid as hell.
All right, let's run through a quick 5 of industry or underground.
J. Cole.
Lyricist.
Eminem, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross,
Even though I just found out some foul ass shit about him with this Diddy shit.
Oh,
But
man.
he
Don't get me started on that, bro.
I just had to say that because that's been heavy on my brain. I was real motherfucking disappointed in Rick Ross with the shit I heard. I hope that shit ain't true. But he's for.
I be hearing about them parties too. That's crazy.
Hey man,
I ain't trying to be invited. I'm just saying though, you know.
All right. Ricky Rose, and then we'll go Biggie number 5. I fucks with Biggie all the time.
That's cold.
He got a as a hood motherfucker. You feel me? You gotta love Biggie.
All right, man. So before we wrap this up, man, we about to get close to the end. If you could ask your favorite rapper a question, what would it be? And it's like, man, you might have looked up to this artist, you might have looked up to him, or whoever it is, you found out some, like you said, what would it be? Like, what would you ask them? What's the question?
What made you not give up? What made you not give up? Every artist goes through them phases where they want to give up this shit. They want to be, I want to quit music. I don't want to do this shit no more. How do you get through that shit how did you get through that shit every single time until the point where you were successful and you still is choosing to do that shit on a daily? And I know you go through this shit where you like, I don't want to rap no more, bro. I don't want to do music. Fuck this shit. But it's your livelihood. It's a lot of they ass know. Like that's the biggest question I would ask, and probably it would probably be HERBO, because out of everybody from Chicago that's made music, I feel like he's had the biggest influence on Chicago music and one as a whole, and just the music culture coming out of Chicago. Like the world knows Chicago for Chief Keef and HERBO and Lil Durk. Like that's anywhere you go in the world, they gonna know them 3 people off rip. And I feel like all the times he's been in the media, all the shit he's went through, you feel me? All the shit that we know, just as fans, watching him in the media and
for sure,
all the shit that he's endured, getting shot. How did you not give up wanting to do music? How did you not give up? What made you not give up? What tools did you use to not give up? Type shit. Like, did you go to therapy? Like, what? Because that's the biggest thing I'm dealing with right now. It's just fighting that urge to give up and go do something that I know is going to take care of me for the rest of my life, guaranteed. You feel me? Because music shit's not guaranteed. It's how much you put into it. If you don't put enough, you aren't going to get enough out of it. But
that's right.
Nigga, every day, motherfucker, man, fuck this shit.
Well, HERBO, if you watching, you watch up, man. You heard that question he asked you, man. Respond to bro, Richie Rich from the Pole.
Yes, sir.
Go at him. Go at get him made. Go at our podcast, Born in Chicago, Rap Culture, Episode 1, Season 1. And before we wrap this up, bro, if you can give us what do we like to say before we wrap this up? A quick 16. You want to give a quick 16 to the audience real quick?
We quick 16. Let's see what we got.
I mean, it
might be like 8. It might be like 8.
Throw a little 8 there, and if it's a quick little freestyle, throw it down.
Alright.
Or something you got saved up, don't matter.
We're gonna go like, I see you with your Louis shade made back, cruising through the hills. Must be nice, but we was striker riding, spinning like a wheel. You get caught moving like a turtle. Better tuck your tail, put your head inside your shell. This is not no fire drill, nah. One wrong move, finish him. Niggas fake can't be a part of it. Stay out my business, man. Was Mortal Kombat in the hood, but we all grew up menacing. Thought it was bad with Dennis did hooping just to disguise us. Then we right back to the hood again. Need an M for every loss I ever took, and every nigga ever stepped on me ain't have it in they gut. Why? They just don't have it in their gut. You feel me?
I need an M for every loss. I feel it, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Bodie and Rich from the Po, bro. It's been amazing.
Yes, sir. Shout out Get 'em Made. Shout out my boy Nate behind the cameras. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Shout out Bodie and Private Style for the space. You feel me?
Shout out everybody.
We got big things coming soon, all of us. So tap in. Everybody's links gonna be in the description.
Yes, sir. Down below. Like, subscribe, check in. We got podcasts coming out, streaming everywhere real soon. Spotify, Apple, everywhere.
Everything. Yes, sir.
Tap in. Go show love. Bro got something coming out real soon too. And y'all might see something tonight, man.
Little something, you feel me? Dropping that at midnight. Squid Games.
Yes, sir.